when Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh combined to reduce South Africa to 20 for 3 in the fourth over, South African cricket fans feared the worst. But first, Brevis and Miller combined to recover the innings, and a late flourish by Stubbs at the end propelled South Africa to 187 for 7 of their 20 overs in this big heavyweight clash in the Super 8 of the T20 Cricket World Cup 2026. India have started their innings, and I can tell you that Ishan Kishan has been out for naught of the bowling of Markram, caught at extra cover as he looks to pull away and hit it inside out. It got the top edge and go high into the night sky, is what in cricketing terms you would say Ishan Kishan bust the sky, and the catch was taken at the extra cover, the fielder backpedaling. I will tell you shortly who it is that I'll tell you very shortly who the fielder is. But I can say that India have lost their first wicket. Rickerton is the catcher. I suspected that it was him, but I thought that he was a wicket keeper, not remembering that Quinton de Kock is in the team. So Rickerton took the catch. Ishan Kishan go. India 1 wicket down for no runs in over number 1, bowled by Aiden Markram, the South African captain. Hello everyone, and welcome to the number 1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate your company and look forward to your interaction on Patreon. Please become a member of TCF Members Club on Patreon. The link is in the video description, or you can go to Patreon/The Cricket Forum and become a member and join the conversation. Markram round the wicket, bowls to Tilak, who played it down to long off for a singer, and so India are off the mark along with Tilak. The score 1 for 1 in over number 1, and Ishan Kishan, who have been getting India off to some flying starts in the World Cup thus far, is gone for naught as Sharma cuts that delivery away down to the boundary for 4. So 5 off the first over. I think South Africa will take that every time. 5 off the first over with a wicket. If you had said to them when they were walking out to bowl, India would be 5 for 1 after 1 over, they would take it from you anytime. So India, just like South Africa, has the potential to recover. So let's see what will happen. But scoreboard pressure is scoreboard pressure, and this will take some getting. So thank everyone for tuning in. We appreciate you much. And as you are aware, West Indies women, they are currently playing a cricket match against Sri Lanka women. And I will be updating you on the score in that match as we go along. We will be doing a watch along of the West Indies innings. Currently, Sri Lankan women are 132 for 4 after 31.5 overs. But we will be doing a watch along of the West Indies innings. As he comes in now, this is Janssen. Bows to Tilak down the pitch. Oh, he's caught behind. Tilak goes, he reviews it immediately. He said that he doesn't nick it. He said that he doesn't nick it. It will be very unfortunate if he nicks it and said that he doesn't nick it. Wow, but they are reviewing it. We'll see. Ultra Hedge. Oh, it's over to you, Mr. Producer. Well, not the producer. Yes, it's the producer. Over to you, the executive producer. That look, boy, that look mighty close. That look like it nick. That looks like it nicked. So let's see what happened. That looked mighty close because the bat not touching the ground. The bat not near the pad. So what made the sound? Oh, it nicked. And he said he didn't nick it. Oh, why do you do that, Tilak? Oh, my Lord, is it the noise in the ground? You must felt it. Oh, my Lord. How could you say you never nicked it and review it? Oh, you know, there's a former radio talk show in Jamaica. He has passed on now, the late, great Wilmot Mutty Perkins, you know, and he would say bonehead. I think that's that's his reaction. That would be his reaction to that. Bonehead. Bonehead, you know. You and I would probably say low IQ cricket, but the great Mutty Perkins would have said bonehead. So till that goes, India are in real trouble now. They are 5 for 2 scoreboard pressure. First delivery, charged down the pitch, and I'm sure Sky would not have been expected to be out so early to face the music. So Janssen picking up a wicket there with his first delivery. This is a dream start by South Africa. But remind you though that similarly they were 20 for 3. So, you know, and they recovered to make 187. So match is far from over, but you'd welcome this start every time. Janssen over the wicket, bowls to Sky, who just ease it down to deep mid-wicket for 4. You just came on the front foot and ease it down to deep mid-wicket for 4. Lovely shot by Sky. Lovely from him. He just came forward and hit it down there for 4. So that's a very good shot by Sky. Good start. Good start to the innings, to his innings. He came forward and stroked it comfortably down to deep mid-wicket for 4. So 4 runs to the total, taken up now to 9 for 2. Almost said 9 without loss. I'm sure that the Indian fans would have loved it to be 9 without loss. But it's not. It is 9 for 2. Janssen bowls to Sky, played it to mid-wicket, and there is no run. So no run as Janssen back off a length to Sky. He plays it out to mid-wicket, and there is no run. So 9 for 2. He nicked that through to Quinton de Kock, and one wonders why he stood. It's clearly nicked off. He should not have stood. So 9 for 2. Janssen is over the wicket, bowls outside the half stump. Oh, Sky just played that away down to cover for 4. So easy, so graceful, so elegant. He just came on the front foot. No, all the hype that is going on. He just came on the front foot and just pressed it away, steered it away, passed backward point down to the boundary for 4. So 4 more to the Indian total, taking them up now to 13 for 2 in over number 2. Is today Sky Day? Is he going to get 100 out of this total? You know, sometimes class reach the ball line, it's just class. Janssen to Sky, and he strokes it this time to cover point, and there is no run. The score remains at 13 for 2. 1 to come in over number 2. It is bowled by Janssen. Sri Lanka in over number 33 are 144 for 4. They are playing against West Indies women. 144 for 4. I will go through the West Indies bowling card after this delivery from Janssen. And so let's watch Janssen now. It's a ring field. It's a normal field, although they have a slip in place. Janssen bowls Sky off the back foot, cannot be cover point. End of over number 2. India replying to 187, need to get 188. They are 13 for 2 after 2 overs. 13 for 2 after 2 overs. As promised, I told you that I would go through the West Indies bowling card thus far. Remind you that Sri Lanka, after 33 overs, are 145 for 4. So Hector, Shanisha Hector, she was the most expensive. She has been the most expensive bowler, along with Deandra Dattin. Well, Dattin has just surpassed her. So let's give you the numbers. I'll give you the numbers during this over by Rabada. You know, while the seam bowler is bowling, you have time between deliveries to give you the numbers. So We'll take the first, sorry about that. We'll take the first delivery from Rabada, and then I will give you some numbers for the West Indies bowling card thus far. Sharma drives and beaten outside the half stump. The cock flashed the gloves off. Probably hit him at the wrong place on the finger. The score remains at 13 for 2 after 2.1. So Shanisha Hector, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 22. Chinel Henry, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 10. Ailey Matthews, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 19. Charisma Ramarak, 7 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 17. Rabada, 2 slips in place. Sharma gave himself room and swings and missed. The ball goes over the middle stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. 13 for 2. So Charisma Ramarak, 7 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 17. Affley Fletcher, 6 overs, no maiden, 1 for 33. Quiana Joseph, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 16. Deandra Dattin, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 15. Alia Alain, 3.2 overs. Rabada bowls a slower delivery. Sharma swings and misses. It goes through to the keeper again. There is no run. So Alia Alain, 3.2 overs. She's currently bowling 3.2 overs, 1 for 12. Sri Lanka, 146 for 4 after 33.3 overs. So another dot ball was bowled by Alia Alain. So that's the latest score from the Sri Lanka West Indies women match. Back to the World Cup action. Remind you though that we'll be bringing the second half of that match to you. Rabada comes in, bowls to Sharma, and he ramps it over the keeper head down to the boundary for 4. Was it 1 bounce? 6. It has gone all the way. So 6 runs there, back of a length, and he looks so calm, no fuss, total control. He just ramped it over the bowler head, and it went away for 6. So 6 more to the Indian total. That takes them up to, it's a short boundary, it's just 60 meters, probably so similar to the boundaries that we were looking at yesterday. We brought you the live stream, a live cricket match yesterday, thanks to Rabada bowls to Sharma. Sharma looking to give himself room. Rabada followed him, and he blocked it out to backward point, 19 for 2 after 2.5. So 19 for 2 after 2.5. So we streamed a match yesterday, a cricket match. It's on the home page between Clarendon College and Mayday High School. Schoolboy cricket match. I think that Mayday High School made what? 231? Either 231 or 232. And Clarendon College in reply, there were 3 wicket downs when it became too dark for the match to continue. So the match ended in a draw. Rabada bowls full, steered away, down to the backward point boundary for 4. Misfield here. It was a full toss, should have been stopped, but the fielder misfield. That's Ngidi, misfield at backward point, and it goes into the boundary for 4. And 23 for 2 after 3 overs. And Ngidi is a man who is like a bully, and Quinton de Kock talks about it, that you don't want to misfield Ngidi the ball. You don't want to drop Ngidi the catch, but there he is, misfielding a straightforward ball at backward point. That resulted in 4. He's a lawyer, so he probably can defend himself in court. So talk of Ngidi is into the attack. He looks very slim. This is not the Ngidi. Well, probably now that he have completed his law degree, he has no more time to work on his fitness, but he looks extremely trim here. He's over the wicket, bowls to Surukuma Yadav, who played it back down the pitch to the bowler who field, and there is no run. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate your company. I encourage you to join us on Patreon. Thanks to the Patreon members, Banana Brooks, Kervin Duncan, Gray, Roxanne Gray, Kumar. Thank you all. Thank you who are those who are of you who are here, seeing you. Let's watch now. Ngidi is over the wicket. Balls to Sky. Slower delivery. Sky was shaping up to drive. The slower ball nipped back off the pitch into him and he blocks it back to the bowler again. And there is no run. So slower delivery. He dragged this. Yes. He was shaping to drive through the offside, but it came back into him off the strip, and he has to just block it back to. Well, he chose to block it back to the bowler, which I think was a good option there. Yes, so very good match yesterday, schoolboy cricket. It was a one-camera stream, you know. Let's watch Ngidi. Comes in now over the wicket, bowls to Sky. Another slow delivery. He plays it to mid-off, and there is no run. Good start to the over here by Ngidi, but we saw Rabada had a good start to his over, and the last two deliveries went for 10. So it's very important that although you have a good first half to the over, you also need to have a good second half to the over. Yeah, so that match is on the home page. You can scroll through it, you know. No one expects you to watch a delay match for 5-6 hours, but you can scroll through it. There was only one half century in the match, so they getting 230 odd. Ngidi comes in, bowls to Sky, another slow delivery, pins it to mid-on, diving stop by Rabada, and they only got a singer. So one more to the total. 3.4 overs, 24 for 2. So Rabada is showing Ngidi that you misfield my ball, but I put in a big effort to stop yours. You know? Look at that look on his face. That's exactly what Rabada is saying to him. You misfield my ball, but look at the effort that I put in to stop yours. You can see the look on his face. Yeah, so check out that match. And yeah, as I was saying, that no one got a half century or a big score, but yet still they were able to get 230 odd, which was consistent batting throughout partnership. Slower delivery, he nails it. He nails the slower delivery. No, that is not wide, umps. That can't be wide. Oh, no, umps. That can't be wide. No way, no day that is wide. Look at this. Oh, it's a no ball. Oh, they're not going to show, they will never show it over. You know, they will never show it over because it's India playing and they know it's not wide. It can't be wide. Ngidi, the bowls to Sharma, who plays this to cover, and there is no run. It clearly was not wide, and they will not show it over. I'm telling you, if it was another team playing, they would show it over. But India playing, and it's not a wide, they are not going. I do not see them showing it over. None at all. I do not see them showing it over. But he nailed that. He nailed that. He nailed the wide Yaka, but yet still they signal wide. I can't understand. 25 for 2 after 3.5 overs. 25 for 2 after 3.5 overs. So Ngidi. So thus far, South Africa has used 4 different bowlers. So we're going to watch Ngidi now as he comes in now to bowl to Sharma. He's in bowls to Sharma, another full delivery, which he squeezed out into the offside, and the field that mid-off will field. That's Rabada. Good over by Ngidi. It's 3 from the over. 1 should not have been given. Nonetheless, it has been given. So 1 more to the South Africa, to the Indian total. 1 more to the Indian total. Just an update on the score in the Sri Lanka match. 155 for 4. They are 155 for 4. Afi Fletcher is bowling her 7th over. 155 for 4. You know, yesterday on my way to that match, you know, I was stopped by the police and they gave me a ticket for speeding. And I really was not, I should not have gotten that ticket, you know. I should not have gotten the ticket, but I think why I got the ticket. All right. I left my driver's license at home. Yeah, I left my driver's license at home yesterday. Yancey's over the wicket, balls to the left-handed. Sharma, who looks to pull and he taken on the body, and there's no run. So I left my driver's license at home and realized that I left the driver's license at home. The moment the police stopped me, I knew I never had my driver's license. I think I was a bit, what I call it, combobulated, not thinking it through clearly. So it was a cordial discussion, no animosity, but I was not thinking through it clearly. Let's watch Sharma as he faces up to Janssen and he swings and misses and the ball goes through to Quinton the Cock. The score remains at 26 for 2. So he stopped me and he came over and said that you're going 96 kilometers in an 80-kilometer zone. Because I knew I left the driver's license, I never really was even listening to what he said. As soon as he said that I was speeding and I was over the speed limit, the number that he read out to me, I never heard it. And I ended up getting 2 tickets, one for the speeding and one for not having my driver's license with me. But after continuing the journey, I said, but wait, how fast was I really going? Janssen bowls to Sharma high in the air. As he got enough, it gone a long way. The fielder comes on, 2 of them, one held onto it. Oh, both of them were coming onto it. No one called them. They collided, but they held onto it. So Sharma goes as he came down the pitch and he hit it high in the air. Good work by Stubbs. I think that Stubbs, although Maharaj collided into him, he held onto it. It was a knuckleball. It was a knuckleball from Janssen and Sharma, Abhishek Sharma, too early into the shot. Look at that, the college and good catch by Stubbs. He held on to it. He held it to his chest. He claimed it. That ball didn't touch the ground any at all, although Maharaj was all over his back. He probably injured Stubbs, but India definitely in a spot of bother now. But again, at this same stage, well, just before this, because the third wicket fell in over number 4. It's in over number 5 now, but South Africa were 20 for 3. So on the face of it, this is where the partnership between Brevis and Miller turned the match in South Africa's favor, or you would say this is where they put that good partnership together to rescue the South Africa innings. So it's a similar thing, but was a good catch though by Stubbs. I think it's Stubbs, yes. He held on to it, although Maharaj was all over him. Carbon Bosch. Carbon Bosch was the one who take the catch. So Carbon Bosch took the catch. Here's Janssen. He's over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Washington Sundar, who plays it out into the offside. Rabada Ngidi can't stop the single, 27 for 3. So 2 for Janssen, 2 for 9 from 1.4 overs. Yeah, 2 for 9 from 1.4 overs. The batsmen being dismissed so far, Ishan Kishan, he made 0 from 4 deliveries. Abhishek Sharma just got out. He made 15 from 12 deliveries, 2 4s and 1 6. And the other batsman is Tilak Verma. He's the other batsman to go. He made 1 from 2 deliveries. So here's Marco Janssen now. He's going to come in to bowl over the wicket. The left-hander bowls to Sky. And Sky played it to mid-off for a singer. The mid-off fielder has to move to his right and pick up a singer. So 1 more to the total. Slow delivery, knuckleball. That was the knuckleball, man. He got the knuckleball and he couldn't do anything about it. Wow, lovely, 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 lovely from lovely. He was all over his back. I hope he hasn't injured him. He just got up and he just looked at him and said, what the hell you doing? He probably used the effort. Turn away by Washington Sundar down to the fielder coming off the backward square leg boundary. 1 more to the total. End of over number 5, 29 for 3. So yes, I got the ticket, and on my way now, continuing to the match, I said, but how fast was I going? And I stopped and I checked the ticket. I was going 96 kilometers per hour in an 80-kilometer zone. And you should not have gotten a tickets because there's allowance of 16 kilometers. Yes, there's an allowance of 16 kilometers, and the policeman knows that I'm not going to go to court to defend it. And he was, you know, he 96, I think that he really didn't stop me to give me a ticket, but he probably stopped me for another reason, because I should not have gotten the ticket at going at 96 kilometers per hour. So I should have got the ticket, yes, for not having my driver's license. That's a $2,000 ticket. It's about $13, $14. Yes, 13, 14 US dollars. And then the $40 ticket, 40 US dollars, 6,000 Jamaican dollar for the speeding. But I should not have gotten a ticket for the speeding because I was going at 96 kilometers per hour. But because I left my driver's license at home, I wasn't even listening clearly what the man is saying. It's after on my journey, you know, I regroup, you know, and say, but how fast was I going? And then I look at it. So, damn it, man. It's what it is, you know. You're not going to, the time you'll take to go for court for, you know, damn it, man. It's really. Rabada, though, he has bowled 3 deliveries thus far. 29 for 3s. Over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Washington Sundar, who cannot beat me down. The score remains at 29 for 3. 4 dot balls. In the previous over, his last 2 deliveries went for runs, for 10 runs. So let's see what will happen now with these last 2 deliveries. We're going to be very interesting to see what will happen with these 2 last deliveries. So final delivery of the power play, 166 for 4 in the West Indies women game. Rabada bowls up and over, it goes away for 4. Oh no, sorry. The fielder came across. Sorry, I never realized that a fielder was on the backward point boundary. He came to his right. You can understand I'm not really seeing the fullness of it. He came to his right, he stopped it down and got a singer. So at least this over, barring there's not an illegal delivery, it will go for less than the 10. Really showing you. That's how the man protect the ball. He protects that ball, you know. He knows it cannot touch the ground. Maharaj was all over him. He just look at Maharaj and say, what? The full toss from Rabada, strokes to mid-on. He has to move to his left. They got a single, 30 for 3 at the end of the power play. 30 for 3 at the end of the power play. So they need a further 157 runs to win. India need a further 157 runs to win. 16 overs have been bowled. So it's 16 overs bowled. It means that 14 overs remaining. 14 into 160, 157. Yeah, so it's above 11. So they need more than 11 runs per over to win now. This is going to be very interesting. They need more than 11 runs per over to win at this stage. They're on the, what they call the strategic timeout. So I want to just big up Gerald Music, who is a sponsor of our watch along for the Cricket World Cup. So check out the latest music release from Gerald Music. Discover hot new album. And you can find his releases on Happy Music, TikTok, iTunes, YouTube.com, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. You can, his music, Spotify, His music is all on all those digital platforms. Amazon.com, you can find his music there. So big up to Gerald Music for sponsoring these watch along, these T20 Cricket World Cup watch along. I want to say a big shout out to Gerald Music. And thank you very much, boss. And I wish you all the success, wish you all the best. So click on the link in the video description. There's also a link on the video description where you can click on that link and get in contact with Gerald Music. So check out the latest music release from Gerald Music. Discover hot new albums. The link is in the video description. Big up to Gerald Music for sponsoring today's show. And also check out the Cricket Forum store. Click the link in the video description. There's a lot of cricket gears and so forth there. Cricket gears, fashions, you know, some very hot fashions, household items, DIU things, a wide variety of things in the Cricket Forum store. So click on the link in the video description and it will take you to the Cricket Forum store on Amazon. All right, so please do. So check it out. And don't forget to join the Cricket Forum Club on Patreon and join the discussion when you do so. Maharaj into the attack. First deliver full toss. Swung away down to Rabada at deep backward square leg. Sky should have done better there. Although Rabada fumbled, he's still limited to 1. So 1 more to the total. So we are up and running after the strategic timeout. A very quick strategic timeout. Keshav Maharaj. Left arm orthodox spinner. I never done that, you know. I never tie the shoelace of a player, never. If one of my teammates want to do that, they can do it, but not me. I'm not doing it. It's not my thing. Sorry about that. Back of a length, pull down to deep mid wicket for a single. I cannot recall my shoelace getting pulled on the cricket field. No, I can't. I can't. You are going out to bat. You take care and make sure everything is in order. You have a long time. You have a long time to get ready. Maharaj, left arm orthodox spinner, bowls to Sky, who works it down to deep mid wicket. Jansu comes around field, send the return in 1 more to the total. So the Indians are doing it now in singers. You know, the South Africans really want to win this match. This is the group that West Indies is in. So West Indies will play their first match tomorrow. We'll have a complete watch along on that match starting at 8:25 a.m. in the morning and going right through to the end of the match. West Indies playing against Zimbabwe. And also, so join the Cricket Forum Club and start the discussion on Patreon. We'll be doing an entire watch along of that match. And so this is the group that West Indies is in. And many persons believe that these two are the favorites to qualify for the semifinals. These two are playing today, but the loser will come under a lot of pressure. And hopefully the winner of tomorrow's match will be the West Indies, which will put them under even more pressure. Bad delivery from Maharaj, which hit out of the ground into the stand for 6. So 6 there by Sunda. He goes up to 11. The score goes up to 42 for 3 at the end of over number 7. So Maharaj didn't close out that over well. Yes, so we'll be doing a complete watch along on that match tomorrow, starting at 8:25 a.m. in the morning. It's against Zimbabwe, who knocked out Australia, and apparently they beat Sri Lanka so bad that Sri Lanka have not recovered and they succumb easily to England this morning. So England have won their match. The first match yesterday between Pakistan and New Zealand in that zone ended in a no result due to rain. So In England is now leading their zone. Pakistan and New Zealand on 1 point each, and co-host Sri Lanka is at the bottom of that table. So this is the first match in This is the first match in Group X. I think it's X. As Bosch comes into the attack, bowls to Sky, who played it to long on, and there's a single, 43 for 3 after 7.1. Yeah, so this is the first match in Group X. The second match will comes up tomorrow when West Indies play Zimbabwe, and hopefully we can continue the winning run. Yeah, of course, Blunder Factory said he believes. More and more persons are saying that they believe. We saw where Michael Clark is saying that he believes. We saw where Lawrence Rowe is saying that he believes. You know, so more and more persons are believing. Bosch comes into Washington soon and he drives, caught behind. Oh, he's out caught behind, 43 for 4. So he pitched up, going across the left-hander. He flayed at it. Edge found. Quinton de Kock took the catch. 43 for 4. Oh, India in a spot of real bother now. Real bother. And they have to be careful now. They have to be careful. They have to be careful. We saw Pandya warming up a little earlier. He has been getting a number of 1 balls recently, you know, and maybe 1 ball and his first name. I don't know what's going on, but he has been getting a number of 1 ball recently. So let's see what is going to happen now. But Washington Sundar there was on the front foot driving. Edge found it, went through to the cock and he's out caught behind. 43 for 4 India, looking to get 188 to win. So they will need to be careful. Because, and I'm not here saying that they're going to lose, but they do not want to lose badly. You do not want to lose by 40 or 50 runs. You do not, because should they lose this match, it means that they have to win their next 2. And for them to go to the semi-final by winning their next 2 matches, net run rate is going to come into it. I'm almost certain that if you are on 4 points at the end of the semi-final, at the quarter-final, it's net run rate that is going to carry you through. I'm almost sure of that. Almost sure. That if you end with 4 points, it's net run rate that is going to carry you through. Bosch bowls to the new batsman, Dubé, who played this away down to the field on the cover boundary for a single. So they keep the left-right combination. In previous matches, Pandya was batting ahead of Dubé. Although in recent times, Indian supporters and analysts on YouTube have been asking for Dubé to bat ahead of Pandya. So apparently, the management have heed the word of the fans and have sent Dubé ahead of Pandya. So they maintain the left-right partnership. Bosch took Surkuma Yadav, who blocks it back to the bowler, and there is no run. 44 for 4 after 7.4. Yes, so 44 for 4 after 7.4. Yes. So tomorrow morning we play against Zimbabwe. Well, I'll update you with the scorecard in the women game after this over. 2 deliveries to go in this over. It's over number 8. India 44 for 4. Sky is on 15. Dubé is on 1. Sky is on strike. Bosch down the leg side. White signal 45 for 4. He sprayed that ball a long way down the leg side. Long way down the leg side. You know, I have been making the point that the sooner that India gets knocked out of the World Cup, it would be better for me. The sooner I will become relaxed. For the simple reason is that they have already won the under-19, and I do not want them to do the treble. That one is dabbed away into the offside for a single, 1 more to the total. I want the treble to be something that only West Indies have done. You know, I would want that to be for perpetuity, but at least for the immediate future, I really don't want anyone to equal that record. That is winning the under-19 World Cup, the men and women T20 World Cup in the same year. West Indies is the only team that have done that. And so with India having won the under-19 World Cup, and with the women team looking so good, they have even beaten Australia recently. Bosh to the left-hander Dubé, who forced this down to long on. One more to the total at the end of the over. So with them winning the under-19 World Cup, should they win this under-19 T20 Cricket World Cup, then it will be down to the Women World Cup in England in June this year, and they are playing some good cricket. They are playing some great cricket. I would not bet against India women winning the World Cup in England later this year. So as promised, I'm going to give you the score from the West Indies women game that is currently playing. So after 38 overs, I remind you that we'll do a watch along on the West Indies innings starting after the first drinks break. Sri Lanka women are 177 for 6 after 38 overs. 177 for 6 after 38 overs. I'll run through the West Indies bowling card very quickly for you in between the overs. And in between this over, and Giddy's coming back into the attack. His first over went for 3 runs. There was a wide ball that he nailed, which should not have been called. He looks very slim though. And Giddy bowls to Dubé, who turned this away through forward of square down to mid-wicket. The fielder charging off the boundary. That's Rickerton. Sends the return to the keeper. And there's 48 for 4. 48 for 4. So Sri Lanka women, 177 for 6. The West Indies bowling chart. Shanisha Hector, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 22. Chinel Henry, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 10. Ailey Matthews, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 33. Charisma Ramarak, 7 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 17. Haffy Fletcher, they call her Muma, 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 38. Quiana Joseph, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 16. Alia Lane, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 20. Deandra Dottin, 2 overs, went for 15 runs. So 2 overs, no maiden, 15 runs there. Deandra Dottin, 2 overs going forward. So that's the West Indies bowling chart, as Sri Lanka at this stage, after 18.3 overs, they are 178 for 6. 18.4 overs, it is now 178 for 6. So 3 deliveries have been bowled thus far by Ngidi in this over, and 3 singles have been scored, which resulted in India being 50 for 4. 50 for 4 after 8.3 overs. So they need a further 188 runs to win after this over. Sorry, 138. Ngidi bowls as Sky looks to go across the crease. He looks to go across the crease and ramp it over fine leg, and he's taken on the family jewel, and he's down for it. On the family jewel, he's taken. As he looks to go across the crease and play that favorite shot of his over deep backward square leg, over fine leg. I don't think it create much damage. I don't think it flushed on the family jewel. I think it hit on the top portion of the pelvic region. It still hurt though. The top portion just above the family jewel. But he's all right. He's ready to face up to Ngidi again. 4 deliveries have been bowled out of this over. 2 to come. He needs to close it off good for South Africa's sake. He comes in bolster, and that's a wide. That's a wide. He didn't nail it this time. That's the wide. Wow, oh, it's not a wide. Sky got a bottom edge to it. Okay, he got a bottom edge to it. That's why the ball bounced so high. So he got a bottom edge to it. Yes, he got a bottom edge to it. I thought it was the ball that dipped sharply, but it was a bottom edge that let it dip so sharply. So the score remains at 50 for 4. Ngidi bowls to Sky, who goes deep in his crease and ease it down to long on for a single. So Ngidi finishes second over, 2 overs, none for 17. India replying to South Africa 187. They are 51 for 4 after 9 overs. 51 for 4 after 9 overs. So the Suryakumar Yadav is there an 18 not out. With him is Dubey and 4 not out. The batsmen to go are Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, Washington Sundar, and Verma Tilak. They have all gone, with I think only Sharma getting into double figures of the batsmen, or what Sundar got 11. Bosh down the leg side, whipped away. Oh, it's caught at mid-wicket. Oh, the big fish gone down the leg side, and he whips it straight to mid-wicket. Wow! I was just about to say whipped away, but he picked out the man at mid-wicket. 51 for 5. Sky gone. And it will take a miracle for India to win from here. It was a nothing delivery. It was down the leg side. It held up in the pitch, and it was much slower than he expected, and it came off the toe of the bat and lobbed to the man at mid-wicket, and he goes, get off the pitch, you're out. Get off the damn pitch, Sky, and go and watch the rest of it. 51 for 5. They're really in a spot of bother. Brivis took the catch at mid-wicket. 51 for 5. Now the conversation, and I wish the conversation that we need to have now, and I'm sure Indian fans will be having it. As you see, you still have Riku Singh to come after Pandya, and you have Dubey at the crease. By playing only 3 frontline bowlers in Bumrah, Varun, and Arshdeep Singh, did India gamble and say that anything that they made, we can make it too? And is that gamble now backfiring? Or is now that gamble going to pay off because the batting is so deep, because you still have someone like Riku Singh to come? So Riku Singh batting at number 8, which really and truly is a bowler you need to have batting at number 8. But because you decide to pack your team with 3 dibbly-dabbler, and so you pack it with batsmen with 3 dibbly-dabbler, 3 part-time bowlers, maybe South Africa getting 187 is the reason. Had you had another wicket-taking bowler in your team like Kuldeep Yadav, and with South Africa 20 for 3, and you have Yadav in your team, who is a genuine wicket threat, you may not be chasing 188. You'll probably be chasing 120, because it is very likely that partnership between Miller and Brivis, that a genuine wicket threat like Yadav would have broken it. And without that partnership, how many South Africa would have made? So I think India just playing 3 specialist bowlers have backfired. At this stage, it looks like it have backfired. Well, one of these guys may just make a big half century, and Riku Singh come and smash the last 3 deliveries for 3 sixes, and then one time Gambier say, "You boy Brown, what the hell do you know about cricket? I'm the best. I am a genius." You know, but until such time, I think the decision not to play a fourth specialist bowler who is a genuine wicket taker. You know, we saw Washington Sundar playing in Test cricket, yes, but he plays as a fifth bowler. He never played as a fourth bowler. He tried to play in that role as a fifth bowler. I've never seen him play as a fourth bowler. Have we? Well, you know, I've never seen him play as a fourth bowler. 54 for 5. Carbon Bash, 2 for 8 from 1.4 overs. As Pandya stylishly whipped this down to deep mid-wicket for a single. You know, he was coming down the pitch. Boss saw him coming, held it back into the pitch, and he just whips it, lot of wrist stylishly, down towards the boundary, where the fielder picks up, sends the return in. One more to come after this delivery in over number 10. 55 for 5 after 9.5. There's a lot of fives on the board. 55 for 5, 9.5. Let's watch now as Bosch in his second over. He's over the wicket, bowls to the left-handed. Dubé steer this away down towards third man. The fielder comes around. That's Janssen. He stopped it and relayed to Rickerton, who backs up. And they will stay on 1, or will they get 2? Just checking. Never saw the running. They're going to check for the boundary, but no need to. So 2 from that. Bosch finish is 2 overs, 2 for 11, 57 for 5 after 10. I would definitely give Bosch another over. The man is picking up a wicket per over. Just beg you 30 seconds, 30 seconds, please. So we join you. So another 6 there. Maharaj. So Maharaj last 2 well, I don't know if it's the second delivery of the over because I was not watching. Was it a drop catch? No, you really don't call those drop catch. Maharaj bowls to the right-hander, who is this down to long off. That's Pandya. So 64 for 5 now. So Maharaj giving up 2 consecutive sixes before that delivery. The last ball of his first over went for 6. And the first ball of his second over went for 6 again. So that's a difficult catch. And it's getting very cold. So I needed was to get a pair of socks because I was starting to feel cold. So I'm putting, after back foot goes the batsman, slaps it down to wide long off for a single, 65 for 5. As hard was to get a pair of socks again. Wow. These things make such a difference. Eh? Oh my God. Immediately your entire body feel warmer and more comfortable. It's getting cold. Down the leg side, wide of the signal. So it's 66 for 5. So poor bowling here by Maharaj. You probably think that they won the match already. I don't know why he's bowling so poorly, but he's really bowling poorly. He's round the wicket, the left arm orthodox spinner. One of the best going around, you know, as a left arm orthodox spinner. Is really good. Maharaj round the wicket, bowls to Pandya, who bottom edge it down to long off for a single. Extra cover comes across, but he just shadowed the ball as it goes down to long off for a single. 67 now for 5 in over number 11. And so because generally what happened after the 14 over, after they take the strategic timeout, we have seen it happen so often that a wicket generally fall. And this required run rate now is almost 13. Maharaj to to Dubé, and Dubé slapped this down towards the fielder on the cover boundary for another run. So 68 for 5 now after 10.5. 68 for 5 after 10.5. Maharaj in his second over. He's going to bowl to the left-handed Dubé. Comes in, bowls to, sorry, it was to Pandya, who cuts to backward point, and there is no run. So 22 runs he have conceded in his 2 overs. This one going for 11 runs, the previous one going for 11 runs. So he has been consistent when it comes to that 68 for 5. Pandya is an 11 from 8. With him, Dubé is an 8 from 7. 120 runs needed from 9 overs. Yeah, from 9 overs. So 120. So 9 into 12 goes 1 time. You carry over 3 to the 0. So that's 13.33. The required run rate is 13.33 at this time. So boundaries need to be hit now. Rabada, the premier fast bowler in the South Africa team, is back into the attack. Dubé swings at this, but it got the bottom portion of the bat and it goes down to deep mid-wicket for a single. One more to the total. 69 now for 5 after 11.5. Now the West Indies women match that is coming up later, and especially for my viewers in the UK and the USA who are not able to see the match. Well, they were unable to see it on Friday. I don't know if that has changed now, but they were unable to see it on Friday. Hopefully it has changed, and so they can see the match. And we'll be joining them. We'll be joining that match for the West Indies run chase. I repeatedly made the point on Friday that the Sri Lankans were bowling full to the West Indies batswomen. You could clearly see it. They were bowling full. The West Indies batswomen were unable to free their arm, unable to get under the ball to its sixes, and they were unable to come on the front foot and pierce the offside field. They were unable to do that. Now, my thing now is to see how they adjust to that tactics in this second match. How they adjust to that tactics from the Sri Lankan women in this second match. That full bowling from ball 1, the Sri Lankans, like a plan. We're going to try and nail the Yorker. Naturally, they are human beings. They are not machines. They are going to miss on occasions. And when they miss on occasions, we capitalize. But their plan was clear, and they succeeded in that plan 85% of the time. And we were unable to get away the ball. So it's going to be interesting to see what happened. And so Rabada in his third over, 2.5 overs, none for 19. One delivery was hit for 4. And then the next delivery was hit down towards long on, but it dropped just short of the fielder. It's in that era where probably one think that the fielder should have dived, but it was Maharaj, and they now replace him with Stubbs in that region. So probably they had the wrong fielder in the wrong spot there. As the final delivery from Rabada over, Pandya looks to dab it, but could not beat the keeper. 75 for 5 after 12. So probably they had the wrong fielder, Maharaj, at long on there just now instead of Stubbs. But they made a switch. They have put that Stubbs on that deep straight boundary. I think David Miller is on the other one. So very, very, very interesting stage of the World Cup. I just think now that India surely lose this match. I don't see India recovering to win this match. I don't see India. You know that John P. Nicol is a liar. Yeah. John P. Nicol is dishonest. He's not genuine. He's not a man of his word. John P. Nicol is not a man of his word. Not a man of his word. Jan Sebaka to the left-handed Dube, who against not really timing the ball as he gets it down to long on for another single. 176 for 5. Yeah. He's not a man of his word, John P. Nicol. Can't trust whatsoever John P. Nicol said, you cannot trust him. You should not ever trust John P. Nicol. 76 for 5 after 12.1 over. So where the 76 for 5. As Janssen bowls to Pandya, who plays this down to deep mid wicket for a single, one more to the total. So because naturally, to be a part of the discussion, you have to become a member of the Cricket Forum Club on Patreon, which, yes, so to be a part of the, to join the interaction in these men game, later on today in the women game, we will, you'll have access to the live chat, but that's women cricket, and we want to concentrate on women cricket there. We don't discuss men cricket there. So later on today, when we're doing that match, we'll be talking about some women cricket. But I've never, my moderators are telling me that the number of emails that is now being sent to the cricketforumj.com is overwhelming. Because persons think that instead of becoming a member of the Cricket Forum Club, the best way to join the discussion is to send an email. You know, so the number of emails have become overwhelming. Yes. And a lot of persons are praising Blunder Factory. Yes, they are giving Blunder Factory, and I'm saying, it's like they're attacking me and saying that, see, Blunder Factory, a big coach. I'm just trying to summarize it. You see that Blunder Factory is getting it right. Now, that in that general sense, but let me tell you something. One, I am happy that West Indies is winning matches and we are in the Super 8. I'm happy for that. I'm glad for that. This is something that I would have said repeatedly. I never wanted West Indies to lose. Never. Never. And that is why when the players are not performing, when Blunder Factory is not leading the team properly, I have to talk about it. So one, I never want West Indies to lose a cricket match. Never. I am also a rational man and a reasonable man. I am the one who teach you to celebrate every victory. You know, there are a lot of times that a number of you used to say that, Mr. Brown, why are you celebrating a win and so on? I am the one who teach you to celebrate every victory, every wicket. I'm the one who teach most of you to do that, because you never used to do it. So I'm always happy when West Indies win. It doesn't matter who they beat, they win. So I'm happy for that. I, though, is a rational man, and I'm very guarded that 3 of the teams that we beat were Scotland, Nepal, and Italy. Now, Scotland have beat us in the past. Nepal have beat us recently, although it was an under-strength team. But when Scotland beat us, that's a shock. When Nepal beat us, that's a shock. Italy, no one expects Italy to beat us. So the wins over Nepal, Scotland, and Italy were routine wins. Those are expected to happen. Routine wins. You know, except Scottish fans and even persons who are supporters of those teams would have known that it is very unlikely for them to beat the West Indies. So that's routine. When it comes to England, everywhere we see England outside of England, we have them pocket. We have them. They're our boy. The only time England can beat us is in England. Well, you know, we only seem to lose to England in England. When England come to the West Indies, except for the last series that they beat us 3-1, we always seem to be beating England. So beating England is not surprising. Again, I say I'm happy for the win. I'm happy. I'm always happy for the win. And I hope we beat Zimbabwe tomorrow and we go on to beat South Africa on Thursday. And then we beat India next week, Sunday. 83 for 5, Ngidi bowls a full toss to Pandya. You know, it's there. There's nothing exciting is going on in the match. It's just singles are just nursing it around. No 4, no 6. Pandya is on 17 from 15. Dubé is on 17 from 16. They're 84 for 5. And probably they're going to say, we're not going to get bowl out. You know, let us take it deep and then see how many runs we can get and go get as close as possible to the South Africa total so that there's not a big difference in net run rate. Have they done that with Riku Singh still left to come? I would be surprised. Maybe the South African just bowling very well. Just pitched up to Dubé, and again, he hits it hard down to long off for another singer, one to come in the over. One delivery to come in the over. So he 2.5 overs, none for 11 from Ngidi. And as I was saying, he looks very slim. He looks very, very trim. So 85 for 5, Rinku Singh. Trying on his gloves. After this, it will be, I think, the strategic timeout as he looks to nail the wide Yorker, but Pandya plays it right to the edge of the circle where the fielder field, and there's a run. So it's a strategic timeout now. It's 86 for 5, 6 overs to go. Sorry about that. After the strategic timeout, when I come back, I will give you an update on the West Indies Sri Lanka score, and then I'll complete the statement that I was making about West Indies winning matches and what the fans are saying and my reaction to what they are saying. So Maharaj round the wicket, balls high in the air. Chance, down at deep extra cover. Oh, it's taken on the boundary, similar to the catch that Ravman Powell took to get the wicket of the English batsman. Was it broke? No, it was not broke, but similar to the catch, he took it deep back on the boundary. He lost his balance. He had to go outside the boundary, but he tossed the ball in the air. He came back in and took it. It's comfortable. Maharaj picked up the wicket of Pandya. And India in further trouble now at 86 for 6. There's no doubt about that catch. It was a clean catch. Clean as a whistle. They don't come cleaner than that. He took it clearly inside the boundary. He wanted to hold on to it, but then he realized that he has to go outside. He realized he was going outside. He threw it up in the air. He came back in, took the catch easily. And he said, go on. He sent the fielder sent off Pandya and said, go on, look at that. He is miserable because he was sent off, And so, he's angry. He's angry because he was sent off. There's something between him and the fielder that took that catch because he was very, very angry as he got dismissed then. So Riku Singh coming at number 8. Really and truly, you shouldn't have Riku Singh coming at number 8. If you're going to play Riku Singh, you're playing. But you have to make the choice between him and Dubé and bring in another bowler. But that's India's problem, So 86 for 6. India, how the mighty have fallen in front of their own fans. No team has ever won the T20 World Cup on home side. Maharaj bowled to Riku Singh. Chance again, chance again. 2 gone. He's gone for naught. You can't have a man batting at number 8 like Riku Singh, man. It just shows that it better you had a bowler batting at number 8 and he made ducks more than to have Riku Singh batting at number 8 and have him making ducks. It's a poor selection. It's a poor decision, not the selection, because I could see Riku Singh playing in this team. I could see him playing ahead of Dubé. I could see him playing ahead of Washington Sundar. So he could still be in the 11. The point I'm making, that number 8 spot should be for an out-and-out bowler like Kuldeep Yadav. It should be for a genuine wicket-taking bowler that number 8 spot should be reserved for. So it clearly backfired. Although you lent your batting to have Dubé batting at 8, it didn't work. He made ducks. Poor decision. Ashdeep Singh comes to the crease, and India is in real trouble of getting knocked out of this World Cup now. They're in real trouble because, as I said, 4 points is going to come down to net run rate. And they are 86 for 7. Should they lose by 60, 70 runs, they're in big trouble. Maharaj to have these thing covers up, plays it out into the offside, they go through for a single. What do they do now? What do they do now? Do they bat for the win still? And you remember I told you that after the strategic timeout, a wicket usually fell. There's usually a wicket that fell after the strategic timeout. And once again today, this time not only 1 wicket after the strategic timeout, but 2 have gone down since. So 2 for 24 from Maharaj from his 2.5 overs. This is over number 15 of the Indian innings. They are 88 for 7, needing exactly 100 runs to win from 25 deliveries. So that's 4 runs per delivery now. That's where it reached, 4 runs per delivery. Now get that, yes. Down the pitch, hit towards long on, chance again, 3 in the O. That's showing the first one. It can't be a repeat. Is it a repeat? No, man, it can't be a repeat. It's same thing. I'm checking. Yes, it's an exact repeat. I couldn't believe. It's the same sort of dismissal. Wow, down the pitch come Arshdeep Singh. He slapped it down to long on. The fielder took the catch. He was throw it up in the air. It's interesting, you know. Did he catch that ball too early? Don't they say your feet have to be on the ground inside before you can catch the ball? This is going to bring some controversy. The South Africans are running around. They want to get the ball bowled quickly because they realize, you know, they want to get this ball bowled quickly before somebody stopped it. So this next delivery is going to come up very quickly. They are anxious to get it off because that's a mistake. The rule said that your feet has to be back on the ground inside before you can take the catch. So Rabada comes in, bowls, hitting the air, it gone a long way. This time they connect and it goes into the stand for 6. But I don't think that mattered to the South Africans. What they wanted to do was to get this ball bowled. I think that's what they wanted to do, or for that ball to be bowled so that there's no way the batsman can come back. Because my understanding of the rule, it clearly says your feet has to be on the ground. At least one of your feet has to be on the ground inside. When you go outside and come back inside, you cannot take the catch in the air. So, and they got away with one over India. Rabada bowls, hit away down to long on again. Oh, 6 more. Dubey, 100 up for India. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Yesterday in the match, the schoolboy match that I was streaming, you know, the batsman hit the first 2 balls for 6, and I turned to my fellow commentator and asked him, is it going to happen? And he said, what, 6 in the over? I said, yes. Is it going to happen? So Rabada, you know, there were question marks over Rabada bowling in the previous match, but he remains South Africa premium bowler. But this is, you know, a second match where he has not bowled that well. Some would even say the third match that he has not bowled that well. Rabada comes in, bowls to Dubey, and he swings us away down towards deep mid-wicket. Will they go through for the single, or will he stay and strike? He stay and strike. So is he still trying to win this match? 100 for 8. You know. So yeah, so there was a lot of excitement there. So basically, the moderators, because I told them that just summarize what they are saying and tell me. And they're saying that what me have to say now that blunder factory winning matches. And I said, it's simple for me. I can always talk because when he's losing matches, I critique him. And when he's winning matches, I praise him. Because I always give my honest opinions. Those who cannot talk are the hypocrites. Some of them ignorant. And when I use the word, another week dropped. And when I use the word ignorant here, I use the word ignorant in the dictionary meaning. So you can look up I'm using it in the dictionary meaning, not in the contextual way that we generally use it in the Caribbean. So I'm using it in the dictionary, from the dictionary, which they call the denotative meaning. So I'm using it from the dictionary. And some persons, the way they spoke about blunder factory, it shows that they are ignorant. One of the things that they often said to justify blunder factory in the job is that the coach is not responsible for the performance of the players. So you who are saying that blunder factory is not accountable, is not the ultimate person who's accountable for the performance of the team, how can you now come around and praise him when the team is winning? Because you have to stick to your argument, you know. You have to stick to your argument that he is not responsible for the performance of the team. So you cannot praise him now. But I, who said that Blunder Factory is responsible for the performance of the team, I can praise him with a clean conscience. Because when the team was losing, I held him accountable for those losses. So now that the team has won 4 matches in a row, I can praise him and give him credit for winning those matches. But you, who said that he's not responsible for the performance of the team, you don't have the moral authority to praise him now. You don't. Mark, your comment was foolish, you know. Yes, it's a foolish comment to say that the coach is not responsible for the performance for the team. He is ultimately responsible for the performance of the team. But I have said that, I have go over that many times. And I also told you that, you know, if the coach is not responsible for the performance of the team, we don't need a coach. Those are things that I said to you all the while. But in your ignorance, and as I said, I use the word ignorance in a denotative way, so you can check up the meaning in the dictionary, not in the contextual way that Caribbean people used it, which I use it sometimes too. And it's ignorant to cricket. I'm not talking about ignorance to you as in your everyday life and your personal life. I'm limiting my discussion to cricket because it's cricket we discuss, but some of you try to take it out of that, you know. You notice that when persons disagree with me, those who disagree with me, they never yet argue the point that I'm making, but they attack me. So a person will say, for example, I am disrespectful towards Blunder Factory by calling him Blunder Factory. No, there's not an ounce of disrespect in me, and that's not my intention. But the same person who is saying that I disrespect the man by calling him Blunder Factory, in that same statement, that person is disrespecting me. You know? So when you see those things, you laugh. And the word that I use, I'm not going to say it here, but you laugh when you see those things, you know? You have to laugh. You have to laugh, you know? Yeah, you have to laugh, you know? You have to laugh. But the gist of what I'm saying, though, is that those persons who are saying that, boy, me beat Blunder Factory and now I win. Yes, I have more credibility than you, because when the team is losing, you are saying that it is not his fault, and you are coming up with all sort of excuses, you know. Now the team is winning, you can't praise him because it is not it is not he who's making the team winning. So you can't praise him. You can't praise him. If when the team is losing, he's not ultimately responsible. Now that the team is winning, you cannot praise him. Or you go praise him. Someone like me and the 80% of us who have held him responsible for the team performance, we can criticize him when the team is playing poorly, and we can praise him when the team is playing good. But you can't do that. Ngidi comes in, bowls a Yorker, turn away down to fine leg. Dubé doesn't want the singer. Why you don't run the singer? You don't want to get bowled out? 17 deliveries left in the innings. 86 more runs needed. 6-7 is 42. Okay, so they can still get it. 6 times 17 is 102. So they can still get it. They need 86 to win. But it soon become a time when they have to hit every ball for 6 for them to win. So Ngidi in his final over, none for 12. Ball to Dube, hit it down to deep mid wicket. The fielder comes around, or he overrun it, but it was backed up by Rabada, who sends the return in. They will come back for 2, or do they stay in their crease? Yeah, they came back for 2, 104 for 8. 104 for 8. I don't think they can win, but I'm sure Dube is going to try to make something like another 30 runs off these 16 deliveries. And so just bring down that to damage control. And Gide now is over the wicket, none for 14 from 3.2 balls, a full ball, which driven down to long on. The batsmen do not cross. They stay in their respective crease. So the score goes up by, the score remains the same at 104 for 8. As promised you, I was going to give you the score from the West Indies women game, and I'll be back to do a watch along on that. Sri Lanka have been bowled out for 208. So they won the toss and choose to field, as that one is it powerfully back to Ngidi. They won the toss and choose to field and were bowled out for 208 in 47.1 overs. 208. So Sri Lankan women have been bowled out for 208. The pick of the West Indies bowlers was Charisma Ramarak. And you all know that I strongly believe that she's the best off spinner in world cricket. Ngidi bowls, played away down to long off for a single, one delivery to come in the over. So this is a free hit for Varun. Or is he going to tell him to block it? It's a free hit. 3.5 overs, Ngidi. And I've conceded only 15. Well, it's the end of the over. It apparently is the end of the over because I'm seeing advertisement on the screen. But I'm sure I've seen 3.4 overs before that delivery. So just waiting on that to come back. But I'll tell you now that Sri Lankan women have been bowled out for 200. And yeah, I'm sure one delivery was left. It was just advertisement just coming in between the overs. So 3.5 overs, none for 15. He has one delivery to bowl to Varun. So the advertisement just break during the over, which doesn't usually happen. But because there was the advertisement, I thought then that there was a mix-up. Ngidi bowls to Varun, who just blocked it into the offside, and there is no run. It is very important that they bat out the 20 overs, because if they get bowled out in the 20 overs, to determine their run rate, it will still be divided by the 20 overs, even if they don't bat it out. So if they get bowled out in over number 18 and made 105, it's not going to be divided by 18. It's still going to be divided by 20, which will still lower their run rate. So so Charisma Ramark was the pick of the bowlers, but I'm going to run through the entire bowling chart here now. Yansu, 2 for 16 from his 3 overs, comes into the attack. So Hector 3 overs, no maiden, none for 22. Henry 3 overs, no maiden, none for 10. Yansu bowls to Dube, who hit it down to deep mid wicket. Has it gone all the way? Or drop catch on the boundary? Or did it go all the way? It probably can't take. I will watch the replay. It went all the way for 6. The South Africans are not quite happy. They think that the catch should have been taken, but we look at the replay. It was one of those catch which is hard to take. You got an hand to it. It was similar to the one that they drop off. It's very hard. It's very hard to take. But they are not happy. Okay, it touches hand, and they think that once it touches hand, it should be taken. Yansu to Dube. He's over the wicket, bowls to the left on the outside, the half stump, a slower delivery. We'll see. No wide signal. It goes through to the keeper. 111 for 8. 111 for 8. So Sri Lanka 208 all out of 47.1 overs. Shanisha Hector 3 overs, none for 22. Chinel Henry 3 overs, none for 10. Ailey Matthews 10 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 44. Charisma Ramarak 9.1 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 26. Yansu to Dube, who hit this powerfully down to wide long on. Again, he refused the single, 111 for 8. So Charisma Ramarak, 9.1 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 26. Happy Fletcher, 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 40. Quiana Joseph, 3 overs, no maiden, none for 16. Ali Lane, who has become somewhat of a death bowler specialist for the West Indies now. And he's out caught this time at short fine leg. So Dube picked out Ngidi at short fine leg. Janssen picking up his third wicket. That was back of a length. And he played it straight into the breadbasket of Ngidi at short fine leg. And Dube gone for 42 from 37. 42 from 37. And this is really good from South Africa. You know, South Africa, with this win, probably knocking India out of the tournament. Yeah, probably knocking India out of the tournament. This is really good for them. So Alia Lane, who have probably, well, not probably, we have seen her. She have become more of a death bowler specialist for the West Indies women. 7 overs, no maiden, 1 for 29. Good bowling at the death. Deandra Dottin was 2 overs for 15 runs. She was our most expensive bowler, but just. So it's clear that India is going to lose this match. You know, I will join you after the first drinks break of the women match, West Indies women, and we will take it from there after the first. So I expect India to lose and lose comfortable. 1 wicket to go. And I'm sure there are a lot of fans who India have positioned themselves. So India have won. South Africa have won. They have won by 76 runs, which is a big win. 76 runs win. I never saw that last wicket. I don't know if you saw it, but on my television I never saw it. I'm just see them celebrating. So Jansu would have picked up 4 wickets. So I'm going to run through the India batting card very quickly because this is a India watch along. They made 111 all out in replying to South Africa. South Africa, as you know, recovered from 20 for 3 to post 187. And India, in reply, they lost their very first wicket in the first over when the dangerous Ishan Kishan, who has been giving the team a flying start at the top of the order, he was out in the first over after bowling of Markram, who only bowled 1 over for the match. They have their plan, and so he was out for naught after 4 deliveries. So Ishan Kishan went for naught. Tilak Verma was the second batsman to go. He went for 1. He went with the score and 5. With the score and 26, Abhikesh Sharma went in the over number 5. That was 3 for 26. And then Washington Sundar, he went with the score and 43. Then Surukuma Yadav, the big wicket, he went with the score and 51, making it 51 for 5. Surukuma Yadav going for 18. He was caught by Brevis off Bosch in his first over for 18 at mid-wicket. He looks to turn the ball away, and he looks to whip the ball away and play too early, got the bottom edge and lobbed to Brevis at mid-wicket. So, and he went. Pandya was out caught on the boundary after the strategic timeout again, which I told you I don't like. So Stubbs took 3 catch on the boundary, and you remember in the previous over, Maharaj dropped a catch on the boundary and they changed him and put Stubbs there. And in this over from Maharaj, he took 3 catches on the boundary. One of them was straightforward enough. The other 2, he has to go out. He has to catch the ball inside, toss it in the air, go outside, and came back inside and took the catch. Yeah, he had to went outside, came back inside, and took the catch. So he took 3 catches down at long on after bowling of Maharaj in that over after the strategic timeout. I really do not like this strategic timeout. And then the final man to go was Jasprit Bumrah. He was caught by Markram for naught. He got a 1 ball, you know. He just hit it straight to extra cover and he was out. So South Africa remain unbeaten in the in this year World Cup. Yes, they have not yet lost a match. So they remain unbeaten while India have lost their unbeaten run. And big win for South Africa. A win that is probably knocked India out of the T20 World Cup. I will see you at the start. I will see you after the drinks break in the West Indies women match against Sri Lanka. They are chasing 209 to go one up in the series, having lost the first match on Sunday and Friday. See you then. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Until then, bye for now.